Pt1. We're going to starting the interview really soon as they finish going through the questions. Are you ready?
We're good.
All right, round of applause for our guests from Japan, Momochi and Choco. All right, I'm going to hand the mic over to Qian Lang. He's going to be doing the interview together with our other guests, Chua, and our translators, Daichi and Wilson.
All right, thanks so much, VX. What's up, everybody? Everybody having fun so far?
Yes, everybody having fun.
Yeah? Nice, nice. First and foremost, thank you everyone for coming down. Really appreciate it. And we're coming into the Round1.sg special interview session with Momochi and Choco Blanka. You're here with me, Yagami, and of course, my co-host is Chua. And we've got, like VX said, we've got our two translators here, Tetra, Daichi. So ladies and gentlemen, give a hand, round of applause for all of them. All right, so this is Battle Medley Singapore 2010. We've had a whole bunch of activities over these past 2 days. It's not over. Remember, there's still more events to come tomorrow afternoon. So do stay put. All right. So without further ado, I'll go into the. Okay. So I'll be. So yeah. Without further ado, let me begin. All right, so all these questions were sent in via our forums on www.round1.sg. They were all questions by the community. These are not questions from myself. You know, Round 1 is a community after all. We organize this, we're players for players. All right, so the first question, I'll be asking Momochi some questions right now. And the first question comes from Vern. From the forums, Vern around? He's not around? All right, but this goes out to you. Vern asks, what motivated you or drove you to become one of the top players in the world? What's your motivation?
まあ勝つのがすごい好きなので、その勝ちたいなっていう思いからすごい練習して自然に勝てるようになった。
He loves to win, so naturally, in order to win, he trained a lot, and by training a lot, it's natural that he started winning more.
All right, so the secret to success is train, train, train. Okay, next up, question from none other than Jonna. Jonna, where you at? And he asked this question: what's most important to Ibuki's gameplay?
Set play と目押し制度。
Set play and P-linking and combos.
Set play, P-linking, combos. That's the same answer that we've got from Fudo last time, saying that Street Fighter 4 especially is all about set plays. Yeah, we don't have time to go into that right now, but if you want to know what that exactly means, come to our forums and ask us, and I'm sure we'll answer you. Okay, next up, a question from none other than Mr. Ramus. Ramus.sg. To Momochi, during matchup planning, what's the most important thing to think about? Beyond studying footsies and setups and defense, is there anything else? Very technical question. I was expecting something more personal from you.
確定反撃がすごい重要だと思うから、その相手の技をガードした時のフリーフレームとかをちゃんと調べて、それに対して最大何が入るかを調べる。
After you block moves from certain characters, like you get advantages. So what can you get from maximizing the damage from blocking a certain move? Like let's say you block a shuriken, you should maximize your damage by doing the best combo. So he researched on all this.
Okay, so basically lots of very important maximum punishment at all times, something that we always see Japanese players doing. So learn the damage of your combos and when you can use what combo. Alright, the next question comes from none other than Tetra, who's right next to Momochi right now. You know this. So what do you like and hate about SF4 series, both Super and Vanilla? For example, Daigo hates the throw tech system and he hates that there's no guard break in the game. So that's what Daigo doesn't like about SF4 and Super SF4. So what about Momochi?
まあ、好きなことはやっぱり人口が多いことっていうのと、そのキャラクターも多いんで、まあ、いろんなプレースタイルがあってすごい楽しめるっていう。あとは悪いところはやっぱウルコンシステムがちょっと毎ラウンド使えるっていうのはちょっとあんまり良くないかなっていう。
The first thing is he likes that there are a lot of people playing Street Fighter, and
she's a lot of players and also a lot of characters. I mean, they try to improve. The makers are trying to improve a lot, but the part that he hates is that the ultra combo of the system, because since you can use it every round, he thinks it's not fair.
Alright, that's pretty interesting because in most Street Fighters you only have a super bar and that super bar may not always be full every match, but he loves the fact that everyone's playing Street Fighter 4 and it's brought so many players back into the scene. Alright, thank you. One more question for Momochi before I hand the mic over to Inch is from 1080 Motion. And 1080 Motion asks, I believe everyone has got matchups they hate. How about you? At your level of gameplay, do you still tend to hate playing against certain characters? So take note, I think he's probably thinking in context of Akuma right now instead of Ibuki.
まあ、個人的にはルーファスがすごい苦手なんで、ルーファスとはあまりやりたくないっていうのと、あとスパ4になって新キャラクターがすごい増えたんで、そこらあたりはまだ全然対策ができてないんで、あまりやりたくないなっていう。
He hates about playing new characters in Super Street Fighter because he haven't thought about all the matchups yet, so he don't really know what to do against the new characters. Like people like Jogen.
Right. So obviously Momochi is a very knowledge-based player, and he, aside from solid fundamentals, he needs to know the matchup. Alright, so handing the mic over to Inch, who will be asking Choco Blanka some questions, and over to you.
Yeah, Choco Blanka. I think a lot of guys have been waiting for this moment to ask a lot of questions with Choco. And yes, the first question comes from Joseph Lee. And Choco Blanka, why do you choose Blanka as your main character? Is it because of his looks or is it because of his playstyle?
彼の見た目が可愛いから、とても可愛いから。
Oh, I think you guys understand kawaii part, so obviously she likes the part that Blanka looks very cute.
Blanka's
Apparently for her.
cute. Blanka's cute to her.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of cute in a green kind of way. So, okay, the next question comes from Ahida, and it's where's Ahida? Is he here? Yeah. Okay. And Ahida's question is: you've been labeled world's strongest female player and the girl that beat Mago by many fans over the internet. Do you feel proud about these titles, or do you feel like you need to live up to them?
やっぱグラマスほどはやっぱりまだそんな強くないから、まあ得意不得意なキャラ、例えばブランカの不利なキャラは本当にまだ全然得意じゃないから、どのキャラにもいけるってわけじゃないから、そういうのでやっぱ強いと思われてるのかなって思うと勝たなきゃっていうプレッシャーあるけど、でもやっぱ楽しいのが一番だから、そんなあんまり気にせずに、まあ、楽しくやってるかな。
Even though she has some pressure, but the most important part to play is that to have a fun, and she don't mind that much. So actually, she's fine with the pressure because she's having fun.
She enjoys the pressure. Great answer. Wow. Well, next question comes from Vern. Vern, with the fighting game scene being mostly a very male-oriented thing, how do you cope with the challenges of being a female player in this environment, being fully men?
やっぱり女の子がゲーム上手くなろうと思ったら諦めないことが一番大事だと思う。まだやっぱり最初はあんまり勝てないと思うから、そこで諦めないで周りの男のプレイヤーに聞いたりしてこうどんどんコミュニケーション取って盗んでいって技を、それでやったらみんな全然強くなれると思う。
As a female player, being in a lot of male players, though she can, even if she loses at the beginning, she's trying to communicate with the male players and try to steal the techniques. And now she thinks that it's just that you have to not to give up and try your best.
Yeah, pressure from being a very male-oriented environment. But all right, next question comes from VX.